cowardice and spiritlessness. And when it is in balance, when it's not too much or too little, it gives rise to what we describe as courage. So how do you recognize it in its positive form? In its positive form, it gives rise to things like nobility, bravery, mildness, patience, moderation, control of anger, and such characteristics. When it is excessive, when the power of apprehension, anxiety, abjectness, and the soul. So that's the first force that Imam Ghazali describes to us as one of the forces acting on us at any given time, within us, inside of us. Right? Don't think of anger as something that is very effusive only. Anger is actually there to protect you, because it is true anger has the power of preserving the equilibrium. The first of the three forces is anger. Being dedicated to training the lowest of the I'm not competent. If you ever find other CD you bring along, bring it down to teach you. He learns it directly from the scholars in the native language in which one is valuable. And he does an
I did it December 2021 actually. I did kill and then watch It's a lie. It's a lie. You don't need it. You don't need it. You want it from follow from
First of all, we have to thank the
Lord of the worlds to them as a way of inviting them into his own way of thinking. So the logic he decided to use were the facts that underpinned his own convictions. I asked you, can these things help you? You said no. Can these things harm you? You said no. Can they hear you when you speak to them? They said no. Now let me describe to you my own Lord. And then proceeds to tell them that this is the Lord that created him and guides him, Nabi Ibrahim. He is the one that feeds him and provides him drink. He cures him when he is ill. Allah Azza wa Jalla would also cause him to die, and he would raise him, resurrect him, and he, Nabi Ibrahim alayhi salam, holds out hope that Allah would forgive his faults on the day of judgment. Again in this, we detect a very clear quality. Is there supposed to be vote of thanks before we close prayers and who? Binemi? Don't dodge now. Someone is volunteering.
والموافقة دائمة في الدنيا والدنيا والآخرة. اللهم إنا نسألك الإيمان والعفو عما سلف وكان من الذنوب والخطايا والعصيان. اللهم يا قاضي الأمور ويا شافي الصدور، نسألك كما تدير بين البحور أن تديرنا من عذاب السعير ومن فتنة القبور ومن دعوة الصبور يا عزيز يا غفور. اللهم يا ذا العدل الشديد ويا ذا العدل الرشيد، نسألك اللهم العدل يوم الوعيد والجنة دار الخلود مع المقربين الشهود الموفين بالعهود الركع السجود. اللهم اصلح ولاة المسلمين يا الله. اللهم وفقهم يا الله يا رب العالمين، واصلح نساءنا واصلح نساءنا وجملهن بالحجاب والحياة، واصلح شباب المسلمين. اللهم اصلحهم ووفقهم لما فيه الشريف الشجاع.
It shows the dangers of how a dominant logic in society that we've been socialized into runs us automatically in the background, because their response was to the effect that they worship in this mode, because it is what they saw their fathers do, right? So it is what they inherited. That's their logic for why they are the way they are. Now also notice that he did not insult them as a result of this seemingly very silly reason they gave for why they worship idols. He instead expressed his anger at the objects that their worship is directed at. He did not attack the individuals, he did not insult them. And you can draw a parallel between this line of query, dialogue, disagreement, and how we choose to disagree in the world today. If a person comes and asks, why did you vote in this particular way? And you're like, Batishin votes lati, Batai ti daini. If I'm on the opposite side, then I start attacking you, that you have no sense. Are you not able to think? But we learn from Nabi Ibrahim how to disagree. The disagreement should never be personal. It should be about the object and not the subject. What he had issue with was the gods that they worshipped. And he made it very plain in his response to them, stating clearly that these objects are his enemies, not the worshippers of the objects. He alayhi salam goes on to then narrate the qualities of
Allahu Akbar. آمين. الله أكبر الله أكبر ربنا لك الحمد